founder and CEO of SoundGuard, and we have created a soundproofing paint. So before I can talk about the problem, or at least the product, let's talk about the product. So thin walls. So millions and millions and millions of commercial and residential walls in the US are not built to code. The two most common wall assemblies are a wood stud assembly and a metal stud, both with single layer 5/8 drywall and fiberglass insulation. If you test these in the lab, and we have, you'll get a 37 STC rating on the wood stud and a 42 STC on the metal stud, neither one of which meets the Uniform Building Code in the US. If you test them in the field, you can get any lower. But on the right, you'll see a chart of what a typical wall assembly will get you. Obviously, a higher STC rating is better, but the higher you want to go, the more expensive that wall is going to be to build. So the problem that we're trying to attack is obviously thin walls, which lead to noise complaints. The hotel industry is where we started, mostly hotel renovations, and now we're also focused on multifamily, condos, apartments, and offices. But certainly the hospitality is where we've made the most traction so far. So the product itself, so 2 years, myself and my chemists in the lab developed this product. It is a soundproofing paint. It's also, we call it a high-density acoustical coating. You apply this product onto both sides of a shared wall, 3 coats. It dries down to 30 dry mils, which is the thickness of a credit card, and that will get approximately 8 to 10 decibel reduction. So we like to say that SoundGuard is the most cost-effective and non-invasive solution for increasing the STC rating of a wall, and these are obviously some of the markets that we're going after at the bottom. So why SoundGuard? So it really is one of the only non-invasive ways to increase the STC rating by 6 or more points. If you know anything about STC ratings, wall construction, soundproofing, most of the options out there require you to either rip the walls apart, cut holes between the studs and spray something inside, or add more layers of drywall, all of which are going to cost way more than what our product costs, which is approximately $2 a square foot. 2-day installation process. You can do it a little faster or slower depending on the size of the job, number of contractors, etc. So we say it's a $20 billion opportunity. Obviously, we'll find out in a few years if that's even close to being correct. These are the 7 markets that we're going after: hotels, apartments, offices, etc. I've even talked to Carnival Cruise Lines about doing some of their cruise ships. They want to do a mock-up or a pilot program down in Miami in there, and they have these model rooms that they test on. And then obviously residential homes is at the bottom. I'm going to Houston next week to meet up with D.R. Horton and do some testing at some of their properties. They have strong interest. So this is the recent traction. We got approved by Sherwin-Williams as a recent vendor, PPG a few months ago. We're specified into a whole bunch of upcoming new construction projects and renovations. Actually, when I'm in Houston, I'm doing a model room for the Moxie Hotel that's being built down there. We have pilot programs going with almost every single major hotel brand. And even if we close about a third of these, we'll hit at least $2 or $3 million in revenue through the winter. This is the team. I have less than a minute left. We've raised $450 so far. Angels, real estate developers, strategic partners. This is the patent situation. Right now we're covered by the PCT. We have to file non-provisional by next March. And there you go.